it matters the soil also that you sow these precious seeds. As you know in the Bible, all soils don't yield the same fruit. The parable of the sower, they say he sowed in some field, in some soil, it yield only 30-fold, other 60-fold, other 100-fold. So it matters the quality of the soil, the quality of the harvest you are expecting from your precious seed, because there is harvest. God is not a cheat. He says, days that weep it and going forward, weeping, bearing precious seed must come with the harvest. So there is a reward. But the quality of the harvest is a function of the quality of the soil. It's very hard to preach if you don't know. So how do we know the soil is fertile and can give the maximum fruit? The key is this. You got to look at a ministry or the soil that is already keyed into what God is doing. You know a soil that is likely giving you the maximum fruit, reward, and harvest by the alignment of the ministry with what God is already doing. It's not a ministry that is trying to do something and asking God to bless it. It is a ministry through the discipline of discernment has identified what God is already doing and is aligned with it. That's fertile soil. That is very fertile soil. Let me show you now why World Mission Christian Fellowship is a fertile soil. Under that criteria, you have to go listen to this message again. Don't trust your ears that you heard what I said. The Lord still has more, as I myself am going to do. Let me give you a few receipts why World Mission Christian Fellowship is that fertile soil that you can sow. And I am speaking also to our online audience. Don't be a thief. That's only taking the things and you're not sowing in that place. Our church, you may know, is open to other ministries and outside initiatives. Do you know that there are people who don't belong to this church who come to pray here at our campus and we do not charge them a fee? Do you know that? Why? Because we see something bigger than just what we are doing. We open our church and even support other initiatives that are not our church. There are weaknesses inside the sanctuary. You know what I'm talking about. That is a church that is aligned with what God is already doing. And it doesn't have to be doing through you. It doesn't matter how he's doing it. When we see him doing it, we key in. Despite our limited means, we are offering assistance to smaller churches. I don't have the time to show you where our missions giving goes. To churches that have a few equipment. Then thieves broke out and stole the little equipment. They cried to me from foreign lands. We send them mission help to get back that equipment. That's high impact. Both here and in the US and abroad. And we are actually extending now to the orphans and the widows. Because the Lord has heard their cries. The orphans and the widows, especially in poor countries. God has heard their cries. He called World Mission Christian Fellowship. Go. That's a church that hears God. That is faithful ground. That is fertile ground for sowing.